Hey everyone, and welcome back to the channel. Today, I want to talk about something that has fundamentally changed my life, my perspective, and my entire approach to success and happiness. It's a concept that might sound a little out there at first. But stick with me, because this could be the key you've been looking for. We're talking about why I walked away from the endless cycle of instant gratification and how the practice of semen retention was the catalyst for that massive shift. Before we dive in, let's be honest. We live in a world built on instant gratification. Want food? It's at your door in 30 minutes. Bored? A million videos are a single swipe away. Feeling lonely? There are apps for that. We're conditioned to want everything right now, to get that quick hit of dopamine and then immediately look for the next one. I was the king of this world. My life was a series of short-term pleasures, chasing one fleeting high after another. Whether it was binge-watching shows, endlessly scrolling through social media, eating junk food, or indulging in other short-lived physical pleasures, my brain was wired for the now. But here's the thing about that lifestyle. It's a treadmill. You get a temporary boost, a little spike of happiness, and then you crash. And the crash always leaves you feeling emptier than before. I felt a constant, low-grade anxiety. I had big dreams and goals, but I never seemed to have the energy or the focus to pursue them. I'd start projects with a burst of enthusiasm, but the moment things got difficult or required sustained effort, I'd retreat back to my comfort zone, back to the easy dopamine hits. My potential felt like this vast, untapped reservoir, but I just couldn't access it. I was living for the weekend, for the next distraction, and I felt stuck. Deep down, I knew I was capable of more, but I was a slave to my own impulses. It was during this period of feeling lost that I first stumbled upon the concept of semen retention, or what some cultures call brahmacharya. Now, I know what you might be thinking, and I was skeptical too. At first, it sounded extreme, almost like an ancient, outdated practice. But the more I read, the more I saw it wasn't just about abstaining from a physical act, it was about redirecting your most powerful creative energy. The core idea is that this vital life force, instead of being expelled for a moment of pleasure, can be retained and transmuted into higher pursuits. Mental clarity, physical vitality, spiritual growth, and an incredible drive to build and create. I decided to give it a try. Not for a week, not for a month, but as a genuine lifestyle change. And let me tell you, the first few weeks were a battle. My brain, so used to its regular dopamine schedule, was screaming for its fix. The urge for instant gratification was intense. It was like my mind was throwing a tantrum, trying every trick in the book to get me to go back to my old ways. This was the moment of truth. This is where most people quit. But I pushed through, and what happened on the other side of that struggle was nothing short of a revelation. Slowly but surely, I started to notice changes. The first thing was a surge in energy. Not a jittery, caffeine-fueled energy, but a deep, steady, calm vitality that lasted all day. I woke up before my alarm, feeling refreshed and ready to go. That familiar brain fog that used to cloud my mornings. It just evaporated. Suddenly, I had the energy to not only get through my workday, but to also hit the gym, work on my personal projects, and read a book in the evening. I wasn't just surviving my days anymore. I was commanding them. With this newfound energy came a level of mental clarity I had never experienced. My thoughts became sharper. My focus became unbreakable. The constant mental chatter started to quiet down. Instead of being distracted by every notification and every passing thought, I could sit down and focus on a single task for hours. That project I'd been putting off for months. I finished it in a week. The ability to delay gratification in one area of my life started to bleed into all the others. The urge to check my phone every 2 minutes faded. The craving for junk food was replaced by a desire for healthy, nourishing meals. I was no longer a slave to my impulses. I was their master. This is the real magic of semen retention. It retrains your brain. By consciously choosing to deny yourself the most primal form of instant gratification, you strengthen your discipline muscle. You prove to yourself, on a fundamental level, that you are in control. This self-control then becomes your superpower. You stop looking for shortcuts and easy fixes because you start to find genuine joy and fulfillment in the process, in the hard work, in the climb. The satisfaction of building something meaningful, day by day, becomes far more rewarding than any fleeting pleasure. You stop consuming and start creating. My relationships improved too. I became more present, a better listener. The desperate, needy energy I used to carry was replaced by a quiet confidence. I wasn't seeking validation from others because I was building it from within. This practice isn't about becoming a monk and isolating yourself from the world. It's about becoming the best, most powerful version of yourself so you can engage with the world in a more meaningful and impactful way. It's about building a life of purpose, not just a life of pleasure. Walking away from instant gratification wasn't about deprivation, it was about liberation. It was about trading a handful of fleeting moments for a lifetime of deep, lasting fulfillment. Semen retention was the tool that unlocked that door for me. It broke the chains of dopamine addiction and gave me back my power, my focus, and my drive. It allowed me to finally start building the life I had always dreamed of, instead of just dreaming about it. It taught me that true strength isn't about getting what you want right now. It's about having the discipline to build what you want for the future. If you feel stuck, if you feel like you're running on a treadmill of temporary highs and subsequent lows, I truly encourage you to look into this. It's not an easy path, but the rewards are immeasurable. It's a journey back to your own inner power. Thank you so much for watching and for letting me share this personal journey with you. If this resonated with you, please hit that like button and subscribe for more content on building a powerful, purpose-driven life. I'd love to hear your thoughts in the comments below. Until next time, stay strong and keep building. Join our Telegram channel, link in the description.